Oprah and The Rock slammed for asking fans to donate money toward Maui fires despite their nearly $3 billion net worth. Let's see. So, Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne The Rock Johnson faced backlash on Tuesday after asking fans to donate money to help those affected by the Maui wildfires despite having a combined net worth of more than $2.8 billion. The Hollywood duo collectively kicked in $10 million to kickstart the People's Fund of Maui, but then jointly asked their fans on Instagram and TikTok to donate the rest. Now, I've heard some like potentially weird things about the fund, but either way, if they did in fact, put 10 million of their own money, props to them. But the also big issue about this, like why it's kind of like an issue of these two individuals doing it, is that typically, like for example, The Rock will pretty much do almost anything in terms of like boosting his popularity. Like there's probably something that there's probably like nothing in the world that he probably won't do if it potentially makes him more popular and potentially more liked by the general population, right? Like he's pretty much willing to do basically anything within reason, right? Now, Oprah is a very weird individual, and a lot of people were already pissed off at Oprah before the wildfires happened because she kept trying to pretty much buy up land that she pretty much shouldn't, because like she was basically almost like trying to like take over more and more of the island, right? Really impeding on basically, you know, people that live there forever. So, like, she's not really liked in the community basically at all. And again, The Rock will pretty much do anything to try to boost his popularity. Let's continue. Let's see. Many fans complained they were already living paycheck to paycheck and that the uber rich celebrities should dole out more of their own money toward relief efforts. Oh, I just remembered. Oprah apparently hired a private firefighter like team to take care of her property before the wildfires actually happened, which is also another reason why a lot of people don't like her. One person says, I would, but I'm broke. You two got this though. Fan Carolina Moreno wrote in the comment section on TikTok under the August 31st video. Billionaire asking for money from the poor. What a joke. One fan, Carrie Jacobs, commented on Oprah's follow-up video on Instagram. You have billions, you could donate $100 million and still be as wealthy as before donating. You give the money. Maribel Rubio criticized Winfrey, who is estimated to be worth $2.5 billion, according to Forbes. Let's see. 10 million is 0.5% of 2 billion. You want my 0.5%? Here comes $16. I gave it to you post-tax, one TikTok fan wrote. This should be a private message between you and your billionaire mates, another critic wrote. It's so outrageous that you're pleading for money. Another wrote, how is the richest woman in the road asking for money? Make it make sense. One fed up fan wrote, girlfriend, it would take me almost 20 years to make the amount of money you did just today. You do it, we're struggling over here. Although the comments fared better on Johnson's page, fans were still furious, with one writing, dig in those deep pockets, Rock. You got this. Maui will thank you. You also got to keep in mind, too, like, The Rock isn't necessarily too generous with the money that he's made. And here's the thing. Technically speaking, both Oprah and The Rock have every right to spend their money however they want to spend it because they earned it, right? But with The Rock, you gotta keep in mind that he has never really been that generous with his money that he's earned. Because, I mean, like, it took him, I think, what, almost like 20 something years to buy his mom a house? Like, and he was like a multi-millionaire way, way early on into his career. So I just think that's a little bit kind of funny, right? Because, I mean, typically, as like a son, right? Once you made it, you want to take care of your mom. That's like typically the way that it goes, especially if you love your mom. So that's kind of funny. But with Oprah again wants to pretty much buy up a whole bunch of the land on the island, right? Now, they could have came across this thing a lot better if they simply said like, "Hey guys, we are donating $10 million to this fund to try to help ease the troubles that some of the people are going on. If you guys want to contribute too, here's the link," right? You could have just like done it like that. But it's like the way that they come about it in the video. Actually, let's see if we could play it. Let's see if we could play the video.
We were so concerned about what was happening in Maui that we were texting back and forth. And I read this article that Dolly Parton had given money in her community. And I said, I think this is the answer. You said, I think that's the answer.
I said, I love it.
And so we have created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now. So if you send a donation, just click where you see below and send a donation. That money is going to go to one of many residents who have been displaced in Maui. We guarantee.
That's right. And I know a lot of people out there, as Oprah and I have been finding, are just having a hard time trusting where the money goes. What organization should I send money to? How can I help? In this case, the fund that we created with a lot of hard work from a lot of hardworking people,
Yeah.
who all care about these people of Maui. As Oprah was saying, it is a clean, direct from you directly to their hands, and right away with some real immediacy, because as we're finding, as you guys around the world know, with disasters like this, the number one need is money
Is money. Is money.
in hand.
And so
we're
people
meeting
being
that.
able to have their own agency, being able to make
Yes.
decisions for themselves about what they need and what their family needs, that's our goal, is to get that to the people now. And so we appreciate any support that you can give. All the people who were calling me and texting me and messaging me and saying, what do I do? What do I do? This is what you do.
Now you know.
The People's Fund of
Of
Maui.
Maui.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like the way that they come about, like come off on this video, just seems like fake. Really, I mean, it's sad because you hope that it's truly legit, like legitimate. You hope that everything, like all the money that is going to get like raised, does go straight to the people. But it's just like the wording is just kind of funny too, right? It's like, yeah, it's like the most important need is for people to have the money directly in their hands. Couldn't you guys technically just go to literally any bank and be like, hey, I want to withdraw like 100 grand cash? And just be like, let me just give this money to the people right here that need it? I mean, it's just kind of funny, right? Now, also, I mean, they said that they pledged like 10 million, but is there proof that they actually did it? Interesting. Let's see. Plenty criticized the small starting fund for the two actors who have much more, with many highlighting how little $5 million was for them. Assuming they split it evenly, 5 million would only amount to 0.2% of Winfrey's gigantic stash. The amount is nearly 1.9% of Johnson's wealth, which is estimated to be $300 million, and neither actor has addressed the backlash. Winfrey 69 and Johnson 51 were inspired by Dolly Parton to start the fund after texting about the devastation. Except for the thing is, Dolly Parton, like compared to probably like any other celebrity, she's practically like an angel, right? Because she just straight up takes care of people. Like she literally like takes care of like a county or like a city or whatever. Like she takes care of so many people. Like she has made so much money, but like she doesn't like second guess or like do some weird potentially not super clear path to like helping people out. She just straight up helps people out, right? Is like from everything that I've seen with like Dolly Parton and everything that she's been involved with, it's like if she saw so like someone like hurting on the side of the road, she'll stop probably immediately what she's doing, whatever it might be, and just go and help that person. Like from what I've seen, that's the type of person Dolly Parton is. Is that the person that The Rock is? That Oprah is? For sure, not Oprah. The Rock, maybe just because it might make him look a little better, like look a little bit better. Again, like I liked The Rock for many years. Like I was a fan of The Rock for many years, but over time, you would see him be in like media situations. We were like, oh, like this whole Rock thing, being super personable to people, all that sort of stuff, it's just all fake. Like, it's sad. Let's see. So, adult residents of the Hawaiian island will be eligible to receive a 1,200 per month payment to help them through this period of recovery. We are honored to start this campaign with $10 million and ask for your help in donating to those who have lost their homes. We thank you in advance for your contribution. Their joint Instagram caption read. So Winfrey has also faced additional backlash for having multiple properties in Hawaii. The talk show personality bought 870 more acres of land on Maui earlier this year, paying 6.6 million, leading her to own nearly 1,000 acres on the islands. Now, what's also kind of like interesting too, right? Oprah is so rich and she owns so much land on Maui, right? Because keep in mind, she owns 1,000 acres on this island. Probably herself, like just her, right? Not any of the other billionaires, just her, could probably house all of these survivors on her land. Like, this is when you like take a step back and like look at it, it just looks like an attention grab more so than anything, which is like an extremely sad thing to think about. And by the way, like the caption says that they started the campaign with $10 million, right? Is there any proof that they did actually start the campaign with $10 million? From what I've seen, no. Huh. A conspiracy theory has even been planted against Oprah, with some theorizing that she and other wealthy Hawaiian residents may have used lasers to set the deadly blaze alive to be able to snap up more real estate for themselves. The thing is, personally, I doubt that happened, but I bet you that these billionaires just view this as like an opportunity to be like, oh, those people just lost all of their homes, Oh, people died. Oh, everything kind of like burned to ashes. I probably could buy those pieces of land for like literally pennies on the dollar and just take up more of it. So in a follow-up video, Winfrey announced that 10,000 people have donated to the fund, but did not disclose how much has been raised. Winfrey has also faced additional backlash for having multiple properties in Hawaii. The talk show personality bought 870 more acres of land on Maui earlier this year. The media mogul who has lived part-time on the island for 15 years, owns additional property near the Haleakala volcano. Yeah. Let's see some of these comments. I bet they're going to be like crazy. Oprah is part of the problem. What nerve, rich people giving minuscule amount of money. Now here's the thing, like again, to me personally, I'm not mad necessarily about them giving like a small amount of money of what they've made, because in my mind, once you make your money, whatever amount of money that is, say you are only like making like a minimum wage, what you do with that money is up to you, right? That's the whole point of like personal finance. If you make millions of dollars, if you want to give millions of dollars, go ahead. That's up to you. That's your choice, right? I just don't like billionaires doing things in this sort of way where it's more so like an attention grab, like a clout grab, more so than anything. It just feels kind of disgusting. Like, they could have just put it plainly like this: hey guys, this is a pretty bad thing that happened. I'm willing to put like 10 million. Like, I just put 10 million towards this fund. If you guys want to do something as well, you can do it, right? Like, not begging, not asking, just being like, hey, I did this. I sent this amount of money. What about you guys? Or they could just not have even said the amount of money and just be like, hey, I donated some money to this fund that is supposed to help people directly. If you guys want to do the same thing, go ahead, right? And this is the link. You don't gotta like make it so like pulling on the heartstring type of thing and begging. It's just, ugh. Let's see. Dolly Parton gave her own money. She didn't ask fans to donate. I pretty much assumed that was the case because, again, like, Dolly Parton isn't the type of lady that is one. She probably isn't patient enough to like wait for people to actually donate money. Because again, from what I've seen from Dolly Parton, she like sees like an issue and goes like, "I want to fix it." Very often, the wealthy put very specific terms and conditions on how and when their donation is provided, and usually the entire donation is not put up all at once, but it makes for good PR. Not to mention, I probably wouldn't even be surprised if they literally got paid to promote this foundation. They said that they created it, but honestly, with these celebrities, you never know. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if each one of them got paid probably millions of dollars to promote this foundation. This person says this is just a cover for Oprah to engage with distressed landowners. She's getting around the new law that makes it illegal to solicit those landowners for land sales. Oh, poor dear. We'll buy you some groceries. And by the way, if you really need the money, we can buy your land, all legal, if you are covered in charity. That's some pretty dark stuff if that would be the case. Let's see. Geez, people, give or don't give. I didn't give because I heard that 75% of the island is covered by insurance. It's noble that these two contributed something. There are other Hawaiians who are wealthy who haven't contributed a dime. Give them and me a break. Let's see. The rich will be the ones scooping up the property and becoming richer. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the sad thing is like all the people who like lost their homes, the sad reality is that they would probably sell the land for dirt cheap. Because even though it might be covered by insurance, a lot of them probably need money right now. So they're probably willing to sell their land for, again, pennies on the dollar. And we're talking about some homes because, like, of how expensive Hawaii basically is. Some of these homes could be like $300,000, $400,000 plus. but you might be like selling it for like 50K, like the land. Like all these like billionaires that are going to be buying it up, or investors that are going to be buying it up, are just going to get these things for so cheap and basically completely like pull the rug under from these people. I have never liked Oprah Winfrey. To me, Oprah Winfrey always reminded me of like a telemarketer. Feel free to give your thoughts. I just thought this was kind of interesting because, again, to me, they could donate money if they wanted to. They could have not donated money. I probably wouldn't have even cared one way or the other. It's just like the way that they went about it is just kind of like bleh. It's like, okay, did you guys actually do the 10 million? You say that you did, but did you really? You could have made a video of you guys basically not begging for money, right? You could have just been like, hey, we did this. Here's a link if you want to do it too. You know, I don't know. I don't know why celebrities do this. Just make things super weird.